Guys, so let's take a quick look. So that's the side. That's where the bathrooms are going to be. Here's the bathroom things. If you watched, you saw how we made the urinal. Yep, we actually made that urinal. That's going to be the office right there. Hey, good morning everybody. So we're working on our speed shop, and today we're actually going to build the actual building. Well, we're going to start and put the building together so you can kind of see the floor plan and what we're going to do. So first off, we started with these two kits, two Joe Power Plus kits, and that is what the kit looks like when it's completed. All right. And it comes with all these other things. It comes with gas pumps and all, and you'll see that stuff later. But right now we're concerned with the actual floor plan, because we're using these kits to make our speed shop, right? All right, so if we look at this, this is plastic. Now, these are the pieces that come with the Joe's kits. So there's two back walls with bathroom doors. Or actually, they're side walls. They go here, right there. One goes there, right like that. And then this is the service entrance with the big picture window. And then there is a garage bay door right there. Now, the kits themselves don't come with a wall for here, nor do they come with a back wall. And we are actually going to build an actual whole thing. What I'm going to do is, instead of using, we're going to build two buildings out of this. We're not going to use this floor. We're going to use this foam core board instead for the floor. What we're going to use this for is to be able to take the walls, because it's got these nice slots in it, and we're going to glue the walls together there. We're going to cut this piece off here, and that goes to here, to this garage door, because we're not going to be using the garage doors for this. We will have one garage door bay, which will probably be over here, which any speed shop's going to have, because a lot of them will bring cars or something in. But we're going to use, this is going to be the size of our building. So why are we making it bigger? Well, this is 17 inches, well, almost 17. I think it's 18 or 19 this way. This is 12 inches this way. All right. If we go to scale, so scale in 1/24 scale, each inch equals 2 feet. So this would really only be 24 feet that way. And then the front here, let's say it's 20 inches, which it's not, but let's say 20 inches here, you're still only looking at 20 inches would be 40 feet. So this is a 40 foot this way by 24 foot this way. Or we can do this, which is 2 feet. So that's 24 inches here. So that would be 50 feet basically by 18 inches that way, which would be say 18 times 2 is 36, so that'd be 36 feet. So it's going to be a much bigger building that we're going to do here, so we can fit our stuff in it. So these are all the things that are going to go into that speed shop. And we have even more stuff. This is just some of the packaging that I've made myself using printouts and sheets and folding these little boxes, and we still have more to make. So you're going to see all this stuff in the speed shop out there. And we can use these walls. Now we're also going to be building a garage, and we may use this for the garage. We have two of these floors, so we may use both these for a 4-bay garage. We could do that. and that's going to be a separate building for this diorama. That's the board size right here, which is 4 feet by 4 feet. That is going to be how big the whole diorama is. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot. So first thing is we got to get the walls up, so then we can draw a floor plan. We can figure out where we want to put the shelving, the office, the bathrooms, the storeroom, and the bay that comes in to the storeroom. So let's right now, first off, let's glue these pieces together, and then we can place them. We also have these sheet styrenes from Evergreen Scale Models, polystyrene sheets. Got these at Hobby Lobby, but you can order them online too. And these are going to be the walls that we're missing because they're sheet styrene, and we can use those. And then I'll show you what we're going to use for covering these. We have covers for the outside as well. So some decorative outside stuff. So the first thing is let's build the building that we need. So then we can lay out the shelves we have to build, the counter spaces, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started with that. Okay, so first thing, we have to cut that off. All right, cutting that off, we just have to use the Dremel tool with a little metal blade on it here. It'll probably melt it a little bit. I don't really want to melt it a little bit, and let's just put some tape on here so that we cut it smooth right down the line where we want to cut. Okay, and again, the reason we have to cut this is because that is the bottom of here where there's some bricks or whatever. All right, so this. All right, so that's that one. And we're going to use this other piece because I want the storefront to be like that and like this, I think. Well, actually, or maybe like here. Maybe that's what we do, so that we have a entry on the side and in the front. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Right there. And right there. Yeah, that one melded that a little bit more than I wanted. I wasn't expecting that, but okay, so we'll sand this end down. And that will actually probably just go there. So we're gonna end up having this like, well, let's see. First off, we're going to glue these corners together over here. Or do we want this to be the front? No, we want this to be the corner. That'll be the easiest thing. Let's do this as the corner. All right. So now I'm not gluing. I'm leaving the bottom not glued because we're just going to set this in the track here. Okay. And I know you guys who love liquid cement. I'm not a fan of liquid cement. So 100%. But I am a fan of painter's tape. I think it works wonders when doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so there's that one, and maybe we do let's see. So we're not using these now, so these pieces we will put off to the side. That is for the garage. Yeah. Let's see. So I want to, let me go get a pencil. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're using this evergreen scale model, polystyrene sheet. This one comes with 3 pieces, a 0.01, a 0.02, and a 0.04 thickness. They come with 3 sheets. We're going to use the 0.04 thickness as the wall, because it basically is the same thickness as this. So I think we will, and I think that's what this one is too. Is this the point? Yeah, so we have 2 of these. I have another pack, so I have another piece as well. So what we're trying to do here is, let's see. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, it's really going to be annoying to me that there is an ice cream truck somewhere here. So, all right, so the first thing is, let's just cut this square. Seriously? Shut the hell up, Chloe. God, every time I start the... All right. So, here's what we're going to do. We got to take this sheet styrene, which is the 0.040 sheet styrene from Evergreen. Comes in these packages like this. And I want to make a piece that is the same height as our walls are. And so I will put this one aside, and I will take a brand new sheet here that we have, and I want to line this up like so. And I'm just going to trace this piece, because that will actually get us exactly where we want to be. So if we come down here and then over like that, that will get us to the spot we want. Then I take this angle straight edge metal, and I'm going to go ahead and use a pencil, because I can erase pencil. Draw the line that I need. Now, there's a couple ways of cutting this. You can cut it with a straight edge, you can cut it with a knife. To be honest with you, I just cut it with scissors, because it works. Just cutting it with regular scissors. There we go. Alright, so now this I want in here to be corners. And let me take the tape off of this, because I want to tape this piece will be there. And this piece I want to be here, like so. So I think that will be big enough. And then we can put this piece like that. So now that this piece is now dry. It doesn't take that long. And if I put we put this here, and I put this one here, then I can glue that like that. So if I glue that like that, that gives me a nice right angle there. Then this one will go here, like that. And then we can take this wall, we can extend, and then we can just build out the walls like we are doing. Which is nice. Well, so we just want to put a bead of glue almost to the bottom, and put that here. Look at and then this can come in right there. All right, we'll let that dry. And this is going to go here like this. So we do need, if I put this here and this one there, I do need to extend this wall and if I can extend that wall like that much, let's do that. So we'll do, so we're going to take this piece here and again this is going to go there, so let's go ahead and cut. Alright, and so this piece will end up being on that side, or we can do it there. We're just going to leave this stuff dry for a couple minutes in place. We're using the engraved parts of this floor, but we're going to actually move this over to this board here, the foam board. All right, so let me show you what we're doing here. So we have these two bathroom doors. Well, we already have two exterior doors over there. What I'm going to do here is cut this up there, this far one right there, over and down, and cut right there. The reason being, I'm going to save these doors for our garage that we're building. So these will be doors for the garage over there. This I'm going to turn into a door that would be a roll-up door for shipping, and then we'll be able to use this wall maybe right next to this one here, or in the back. Actually, I want to use this window, so probably for actually maybe we'll just put it here, and that would be a roll-up door that you can use for shipping, for putting stuff in, you know, for store, where it goes into the storeroom, and for shipping and stuff like that. So that's maybe what I think we'll do. Okay, so let me cut this real quick because I need these doors for the shop. So, okay. Go. No. Okay. All right. So I changed my mind a little bit. I think we're just going to use this one there. So this can be used for the shop. Now I have doors for the shop. Let me get some sandpaper and I'll sand this down. While we wait for that to dry, then we'll glue this to that. All right. So I went and I got one of my craft mats here. I'll tell you what, they're a little expensive when you first buy them, but they're definitely worthwhile. So what we did was we took this tubing, sheet styrene tubing, plastic tubing. It's made of the same material as the white here from Evergreen. This is a 1/4-inch tubing. And I measured across the top of the door here where we made the cut, and we put one piece there. Next, I'm going to take this one here and we're going to measure it out. And I'm just putting it look at the other side. I'm just putting it ever so slightly in, about 1/3 of the way into the hole. The reason we're doing that is we're going to be using this as the garage door. And so this is the same size as the hole, so we just need to make it a little bit shorter. And then we can put that in. Alright, so next is we're going to take this. We made this bar a 1/4 inch longer than on either side. Again, with a pencil. And again, just cut it with a razor blade here. I just cut it with a razor blade. It's easy to cut. Well, it's pretty easy to cut. I mean, I could use a little saw or something. I do have a little saw I could probably go grab. But if you rock your razor blade back and forth, it'll cut it 99%, pop through, bend it. A little sandpaper here. And I know you hear the dogs in the background running back and forth. They're having a grand old time. It's the first really cool day. It was in the 40s this morning here in Florida, which is incredibly nice weather for us. Alright, let me put a little glue on the top. So, and then we're just going to put this right in here. And like I said, we'll stick a little bit out into the edge. Let's see what it looks like in there. Perfect. And then we'll use this last piece here. Again. Just mark it. Does it have to be perfect? Nah, doesn't have. Nothing I'm going to do is going to be absolutely perfect. And that's because I'm a human being and we're not perfect. I was perfect at one day. I used to be perfect when I was in my 20s. And I was definitely perfect in my teenage years. If you'd asked me when I was a teenager, I was perfect. But when you're about 58, you're no longer perfect. So, alright, so we'll cut all the way through again. Bend that. Sand, sand, sand. And a little bead of glue. Little bead right there. Okay. And then we're going to lay this in. And let's see, get it about halfway out, a little bit out. There we go. So now we have a garage door, and then this should, and it does, this should lay on these, which it will. It'll be very close. There you go. All right. So now you can detail this piece if you want to here. You could put lines across it, etch lines if we wanted to. Actually, we could do that. Let's do that while we're here. So while this is drying, actually, there's one other thing I want to do here is I think I want to just put this, I want to glue this here on the outside. If I glue this on the outside, right there, or I can glue this on the inside, or we just hold off on this one. Let's hold off on this for the moment. I do want to put one there, but I can glue this to here. Well, I want to make sure, so I want to make sure I have enough of this. I also have wood dowels, but I want to make sure I have enough of this to act on. Where's the other one? Okay, that is the other one. Okay, so I want to make sure we have enough of this to use when we need it for exterior walls. So while this is drying, we're going to take our garage door, and every 2 squares we can put a little etch mark. Okay, so there's those 2 squares. Here's these 2 squares. And then these 2 squares. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll put a etch mark across. Okay. And down to these 2. Right there. Let's see. How did we do? Alright, well, I think it looks okay. And what we'll do is we'll turn it upside down. So we have etches in here. You can't see them right now, but you will be able to see them when I'm going to put the white. We can do that, the black edge line on this, and it will work fine. It will be good. So, and we can even bend along these lines like that, and put this one as if it's up a little bit. So that way you can kind of see where the bend is. So that's what we'll do. And then actually what we'll do, we should paint this. What color should we paint? I just think we should paint it white. So I think I'm just going to spray paint this an off-white or gray. Well, let's go paint it, and then we'll put the black line on there, and then so I'm going to paint it. I think I'll grab one of the colors here. I think we have, let's see what we got. I think, nope, that's red. I think I have a high gloss gray. That's primer. That's blue. That's brown. That's turquoise. I have a high gloss. Oh, it's out there. Let me grab it. So I have this satin, Rust-Oleum Satin 2X granite. Satin granite. We're going to spray paint the door. So I'm going to go ahead and spray paint that. And I'll come back when it's dry and I'll show you what we're going to do for those. And I'm actually I should probably paint these doors. Spray paint these doors too. So I'm going to spray paint the doors as well. And I'll be back shortly. All right, next, while we're letting the doors and everything dry, we went ahead and glued this wall, which has the garage door. We glued that up onto that wall. Now we're going to take another piece of sheet styrene and we're going to run this. We're going to glue it right here all the way down. I'm going to put it right there in the corner. This is going to be flush with that. And then we're going to go ahead and put the glue here on this side. And we're going to go ahead and put this wall up right here. So let me swing this board around here a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and put this flush with this corner. So put that there, put this at the top, put that over, that over, put that over. All right, and that so far is what we need. And I can actually, I think what I will do over here is the same thing. It's on the outside right there. We're going to put this piece over here like a drain pipe. So I can put that up there. Glue on both sides. And I can move the camera to show this to you in a second. But I'm basically just putting this on the outside in this corner right here. And there we go. Okay. That will help hold this wall right there. And we'll go ahead and turn this around so you can see this in just a minute, because we're almost at the back wall here. The only thing we have left is we need to get, so I don't know if you can see, we need to do this wall here, and we're going to come all the way. That's what happens when you're working outside on the porch. So we're going to put this here, then we'll go there, and we'll go here. So we just have we just have 3 sheets to put up here, and then you'll see what I'm going to put on the back wall to make it a back wall. And then also we're going to have the bathrooms will be right there, so that will work out well. And yeah, so this is actually coming along pretty good for today. Hopefully we'll have the whole outside done, we'll have it glued down, and you guys, we can start building the shelves, put the floor down, we can paint the exterior. So that is where we're at the moment. All right, guys, guess we're just waiting for the glue dry. We'll be back shortly. So this, I painted this like that for now. It's gonna go here on the interior. It's gonna be an interior door right there. So let's see. So I can put that right there and let it glue and get against the wall. So let's do that. Just sand that real quick. Okay. And we'll sand on this side. And the bottom. Alright. So let's put this in here. So this will be this right here. So this will be, that is going to be the doors to the bathroom, because we will have a men's and women's bathroom in this. All right, next is we have to build this back wall. So I have this piece, and we have this piece, which will go there, and this will go there. I think that will work. Oh, but we also need a piece to go here. Let's see if we can. We use the wood right there. Well, I don't want to use that for that. Let's see. We can. Well, all right. If I can push this forward here. And I know I have somewhere around here. I had. Is that on this? Where did I put? Oh, my razor blade. Where did I put the razor blade? All right. Well, do I have to go get another one? I think I have to go get a different razor blade. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm starting to tape this down onto the board because I want to make sure things don't move. So I've got this where I want it right there for the front sidewalk. This will be the shipping dock. So I put a piece of masking tape across where I want that to be, so that now I just have to, oops, back here, push this here. And then I can lay my metal T-square, or whatever you want to call this thing, right there, and using painter's tape to hold it, and then we bring this up to here, bring this over there, this here. It's just an easy way to keep things square. And turn this one to the side. And so what do we got over here? So to this corner, we have almost exactly 2 inches, which is kind of where I was trying to get to, actually. Because 2 inches equal 4 feet, and 4 feet is almost the standard sidewalk, right? 4 feet is the sidewalk. Pretty close. That's there. Okay. Now it's only going to be as square as this board that I bought is, but I think the board's pretty squared up. So okay. All right. So now we'll work on this back wall here. Like I said, we're just putting the outer walls in. This one inner wall is going in too, but we're just building the outer perimeter at the moment. And then if you've ever seen Dude, Where's My Car? And then we will get all this stuff where it needs to be. Okay, so I think we have all the walls where we want them to be for the moment. What we will do is we're going to end up using Mod Podge, and the Mod Podge, we're going to put it on all the seams. It'll glue great to this. And I think we will paint everything and put the flooring in and stuff once we have this onto this board right here. So I think that's what we're going to do. All right. Let me figure out the wall and then I'll come back. All right. So let's take a look at it a little bit. We've moved on a little bit here. So I've actually drawn with a pencil. I don't know if you can see the pencil lines, but So the bathroom's here to scale. Remember, 2 inches or 1 inch equals 2 feet. So this is going to be the men's room and ladies' room. We're going to put a wall there. We'll put another wall here, and then there's a wall that goes this way. Each one 5 foot wide, 8 feet long. So it's a 5 by 8 men's room, 5 by 8 women's room. Then this is the open area. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. So this here is going to all be the store area, the retail area here. This will be retail area here. We're going to put a wall there, there, and there. And I'm going to put a door here. This will be the office, this little space here. And the office is a 5 foot, 5 foot by 6 foot. No, that's not right. Let's see. Okay, right? Let's see. This is going to be, it's a little too big for 5 foot by 8 foot. This will be 3 foot, so that'd be 6 foot by 8 foot. So it's 6 foot by 8 foot office. That's about right for one of these shops. So we'll have a little chair and a desk and a little file cabinet in there. And then this here is the loading area. So we'll put a loading, like a stripe here, but we're not going to block this off. We're going to have here, and then on top of this would be the will be storage up here, storage up here, storage racks there, storage racks here. And then also there would always be storage up on top of the bathrooms. So we're going to put like a little half roof here to show storage up there. And the rest of this is just going to be the retail space right there. So we've got a lot of windows, but we also have the walls like over here for stuff, and then the back wall. So you're going to have this area is going to be storage. So anyway, and so this wall will go all the way from here across, and this one it'll be completely walled across there. This will be a wall as well, but I don't want to put those walls up yet until the bathroom is in. So I want to put the bathroom fixtures in and put the floor in, and then I'll put this wall up here. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. So that's where we're at the moment. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Okay. Let me let all this dry, because I just glued down this wall, that, and we're gonna run a bead of Mod Podge all along the base so that it won't come off. So we're gonna glue this part down right now, and we'll be back after it all cures, I guess. Okay, so this is a door that came with that Fujimi kit. If you watch this, the Fujimi tools number 2, I think, for some reason I had a couple extra parts that they didn't have any use for. This door came with that, so we're going to use this door right here as the entry to the office. So what I need to do is take this white piece of paper, or white sheet styrene, not piece of paper, but white sheet styrene, and we're going to go ahead and cut this so that it fits here. We need the walls to go this way, this way, this way. But they don't have to actually be that tall. So we don't need all the way up to here, but for now we'll do that, and then we can cut them down. So this door, if we put this edge where we want it to be, then let's just take the door right here, and we'll go ahead and trace the door. So we'll trace the door there. So now we have the door. All right, but if you look at the door, there's a little edge there and an edge here. So what we can do is we can just come in just a hair below what we traced it. So let me get my scissors. Now this is a flimsier piece. This is one of the thinner pieces. So we're going to go ahead and cut from here. Sorry, that's Daisy, my dog, behind me. She wants to get through. And give me a second. And we're going to go ahead and cut that there. And then I'll cut it across horizontally. Okay. To the edge. And this up to the edge. Okay. Then we can take our door and stick it. There we go. Fits. So we'll go ahead and glue this door in. So let's glue the door in here, and then we'll cut this to size first, the wall to size, then we'll glue it in. So you need to go past me, Daisy? Go ahead. Guys, so let's take a quick look. So that's the side. That's where the bathrooms are going to be. Here's the bathroom things. If you watched, you saw how we made the urinal. Yep, we actually made that urinal. That's going to be the office right there. This is the shipping dock area right here. And this is the loading dock right there. 2 fire doors right there. And this is all going to be the retail space there. So this is what, 30 inches by 18 inches. And if you scale that up, well, this thing is about 2,400 square feet. And so that is a pretty decent size for a small speed shop. So anyway, stick with us. Now you're seeing the building. We'll continue to show you how we're going to build this, how it goes together. So I hope you'll join us. If you want to see some of the stuff that we've already built and made and everything else, go look at some of the videos we've already put up on how to make one of these, how to do this. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.